One of the most important things that we need to understand when it comes to arch support is that we need to understand that when we start to develop foot and ankle problems, it's typically because we've lost our arches. Now there's 3 arches on the bottom side or the plantar side of the foot. And then when we start to lose that arch support, that means that the ligamentous structures, these intrinsic muscles on the bottom of the foot, have become laxed, which means they're not working in creating that stability for our arch support that we need. So in order to work this, there's a couple of exercises that's gonna help to rebuild those intrinsic muscles. Now orthotics are okay, but the best thing that you could possibly do instead of using orthotics all the time is to rebuild those intrinsic muscles so that we can keep our natural arch support for the rest of our lives. Now this is ideal for women because a lot of times you're wearing these heels that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on our foot and on our ankles. I keep saying our, I'm not a woman, but puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the foot and the ankle. And what you really want to do is you want to use these exercises so that you can promote that healing property and strengthen that arch support. So what she's going to do now, and it's really simple, again, in the cross crawl fashion, she's going to work her feet back and forth, plantar flex, dorsal flex, and she's going to do this exercise until it really starts to burn. So she starts to get that lactic acid and really get that circulation into her ankles and her feet. Now, once she's got it to a point where it's really burning, keep going. Again, the more that you can do, the better off you're going to be, and you're going to really start to build that arch support, okay? The next thing, she's going to take her shoes off here, is really just working on pumping and flexing the toes. All right, back and forth, cross crawl again, uniting the left and the right brain. This is super, super important. And she's doing this fantastic. This is exactly what you want to see. And again, it doesn't look like much, but how often do we actually exercise the feet this way? Not very much. So you do this again until it starts to burn, and then really try to power through and do this. Every single day, if you're able to do this for a couple weeks, you're going to notice a tremendous difference, not just with how your ligaments are getting stronger and you're developing that arch support, but you're going to notice you have a tremendous amount more stability in the foot and the ankle joints.